playoffs bring the emotional part of the game, and it's going to be exciting. You have 7-game series against the same team, so you have the opportunity to really dig in and dissect the team that you're playing against, and so it's going to be fun. And that's what playoffs are. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of emotion, and it's just making the team that can make those changes at the right time and do the right things at the right time will usually wins the series.
How have you seen this team's ability to adapt throughout the season?
Well, I would say, after last season, obviously with some of the guys returning, we expected a lot out of our group this year. I think we faced a lot of adversity this year with this group. Some of it's our consistency, even our play, but I think that's a good thing. I think it's good to go through adversity during the season. It kind of, it gets the guys to figure out the team they have and what they need to work through and go through those things as a group and then learn from them. And I think we did a real good job of that because the last 2.5 months, I think our team's been really good, and we played quite well, and I think we understand what our identity is as a group and what we need to do as a group and what gives us success.
Obviously, it hasn't gone you guys' way with facing them earlier in the season.
Yeah.
What specifically needs to change for you guys to leave with a win?
Well, I think, it's going to be playing a smart, intelligent game, playing the right way, doing the right things. Our puck management will be important. Our decisions, with and without the puck. We got to be sharp. We've shown at times this year when we're on our game, we're very good, and when we're not very good. And we've talked about that a lot this year. We've talked about it this week on the importance of making sure the structure and the details of our game is going to be there for Game 1, and that's our main focus right now.
You want to be playing your best hockey going into the playoffs, and you're right. The last month and a half, we've been quite good. I think our game has been consistent. Doing the right things, playing as a group. So it's been really good to see, and so we're excited to carry that into the playoffs. It's all fresh, it's all new. Take some things from our experiences with against them. 3 of the 4 games were 1-goal games, so we know that we certainly can play with them. And if we're playing our type of game and we're playing our best hockey, then we've got a real good chance to win.
It's a whole new ball game. It's 0-0 when we start here on Friday. So for us, obviously what's happened has happened in the past. We've had our good moments against them. We've proven that we can play with them and played good against them. So we're excited for this series, and we'll see what happens.
Obviously, a road winner to come back to Spokane would be huge. What specifically do you guys need to do and fast to compete in that way?
Yeah. They have a really good forecheck, so I think we just got to embrace that and counter their forecheck. They got a bigger team that likes to play physical, so I would say we got to counter that and win 1 on the road, and we're set for at home as we got 3 here.
Playoffs are always more exciting. That's what we play all year for. The games are always more physical, more intense. It's just what we look forward to. These are brothers. We're all brothers in here. We love playing for each other. We love practicing. So, we're just trying to go as deep as possible just to stay together as a group.
These matchups haven't gone you guys' way earlier in the season. What do you need to change to get some wins in the series?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us is just matching their physicality. They're a big, hard team to play against. So I think we just got to match that, and I think we'll be good.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty niche to him, but you got to take one when you're on the road, and that's obviously the goal for us. And at least 1, but 2 would be super nice. But starting on the road, I've done that quite a few times in my career, and definitely a little nerve-wracking and exciting at the same time. So ready to go. I feel like we haven't really played our to the best of our ability when we've played them, and we know that. So we know that we can be a better team against them, and I feel like we haven't proved that yet.
I think it's exciting. It's the time of the year everyone looks forward to. So I think everyone's just excited, maybe a little bit nervous, but I think mainly excited to get going here.
Obviously, you guys had a lot of fan support through last season, all that. You know that they'll show up for you again. How much of a difference does that make when you get to those games?
Yeah, it's huge knowing your fans are behind you no matter what. Throughout the whole year, they were good again this year, so I think we're just grateful and fortunate to have such great fans here.
Going up against these guys, obviously it hasn't gone your way so far this season. What do you need to switch up to get a win?
I think just little tweaks here and there. I think we had spots where we were playing really good against them, and then some spots where we needed to clean up. So I think just tuning in our game a little bit, and I think we should be good.
What is this particular group of guys? I mean, obviously it changes all the time, but what do you think you guys do best?
Yeah, I mean, I think the number one thing is we have a tight group in here. It's a family and a brotherhood, so that's huge for us. And then I'd say just sticking to our identity. We're a hard-working team. We're fast. We're a little bit smaller, but we use that to our advantage with our speed and skills. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think our special teams just have to be a little bit better. I think that's what wins and loses you guys series sometimes. So, yeah, we just got to really dial that in.
You guys had great fan support. You always have great fan support, but as you get to these looming home games coming up, how important, how huge can their support be, and how this series goes?
Yeah, it's everything. I think having the fans on your side is such a big boost when you're down or you're down in the series or facing some adversity. It's always good to have a big crowd cheering you on.